Razorback Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Georgia State Panthers and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, Arkansas moved on from the well-liked and highly thought-of Sam Pittman, but they have brought in a new young coach that people are really getting behind. Ryan Silverfield has a great resume, and fans are excited. Most importantly, though, Arkansas has gotten behind him in the NIL space. They have brought in a better roster and a lot of talent. Can't wait to see if Arkansas is able to turn this around. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Razorbacks offense will go to work first. As we see the dangerous Braylon Russell, he has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, #1 job for this defense, man. Try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They go right back to him. Find some fresh air. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. Using his legs, it's Russell. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to run, it's Russell. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Whoop-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Washington. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Panthers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And Jesse, if they have to look to their big tight end in the passing game, that could open the door to some struggles.
I mean, he has to be the go-to because he is their best weapon. This is not a dynamic passing attack with guys on the outside with speed, take the top off the defense, catch posts and goes. A lot of it goes through this tight end. So it's getting to the sticks, working open in zone coverage, being that reliable.
Gets away from one, finds some space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hart. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll keep it on second down. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
When you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, when defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Picks up the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. On first down from the 13-yard line. Running the red zone. It's Russell. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Grabs it.
You just cannot coach that type of athleticism. That was an incredible one-handed grab. You can practice that over and over and over and not come down with that one.
And he will score! Touchdown, Arkansas! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Brown will throw it. Fires to the right. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they're after him. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a gap. It's Russell. Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Finding some room. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
We reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Jackson will throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. To the ground with the back. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
There he goes. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket.
And the defense got him at the 27. The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's hard. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Brown wants to pass. Rushes on him, trying to get away. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Marshall. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Russell. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going to the run, it's Russell. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to run for it. And he breaks the play. Hunt down Razorbacks.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, down here on the Georgia State sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other.
Makes a grab and room to run. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Keeps it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Catches it at the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, what I can see here on the Arkansas sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that.
Shoots it to the left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run play action. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. He's going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The run inside. It's Hart. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win.
He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with the Panthers head coach. They have got to start dominating at the line of scrimmage. Here to start the 3rd quarter, they have not been able to establish their run game. Being a one-dimensional team will not work on the road with this hostile crowd and this hostile environment. He said, we have got to start asserting ourselves up front and show that we can be the more physical team. I'll keep you posted on if they're able to do that here to start the 3rd. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Brown will throw it. Quick strike complete. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Going to try to get it himself. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Personal foul.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Pulls and fires complete. And they're able to get him on the ground. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Brown wants to pass. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Well, it had to start somewhere for this offense and this quarterback, and they finally find some life here early in the second half. That was a first half to forget, no question about it. And obviously, there's a lot of work still to be done, but it's all about momentum. And getting that touchdown pass, David, that just may spark things for him and this offense.
Well, and obviously building this deficit, they're not going to be able to run the football like they want to. It's going to be on his shoulders. So to watch him come out focused with a plan, the second half adjustments are going to be crucial. But it's going to be on his shoulders, and that's a good start. And they cut into this lead, but it's going to have to be continue to be through the air with this passing attack.
The give is to Smith. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands. So
could be an alley. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Fires left. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Got enough for the first. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Running inside. It's Hart. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Brown will throw it. Looking down the middle. Complete to the left. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw it again. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the catch. It's Washington.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Looking to throw for it. Going deep. What a grab along the right sideline for the huge play.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Now on the option. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice.
Touchdown, Georgia State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And he tacked on the extra point. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Picked off, and this one could go all the way back. Past the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Panthers.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, what I can see here on the Arkansas sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled.
Turning it on! And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Razorbacks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Gonna run it. It's Russell. There's a crease. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll go to the ground. Hard. Just shedding tackles. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Jackson will throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. It's complete on the right side.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pick off! What a play by this defense! Defense ends this game in style. Coming up with a turnover, and now they can just leave it out. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to...
There's some room. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him.
Breaks into the open. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Smith takes the handoff. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas! That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man in the middle.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There was some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.